more. He said, well, James, there's some people that are representing me, and they just like Fruit Loop. They're fruity. He says that the milk symbolized the world, the influence of the world. He says when the world get on them, they act stupid. They act silly. He said, so they represented me a little fruity. He said, matter of fact, when they sit there in the milk, and the milk influence the cereal, it get all mixed up in colors and tastes. You can't tell what they, oh God. God worked with me on this thing, and I'm going to do it. So y'all can say what y'all want to say. Then he said, I got those folks that say that they saved, and they just like Rice Krispies. He says, when the world get on them, they make a lot of noise. They pop, they crackle, but after a while they fizz out. He said, the world soaks them, they get caught up. He said, they represent me, and they begin to try to represent me with a zeal, but soon as the cares of the world come, and they get saturated with that, we don't see them anymore. They soak. This can stop popping already.
That was quick.
Do you hear me? Then he says, some of the folks represent me like Cheerios. The world get on them, and they just float around. Then they get soggy. And they saturate them, and they sink to the bottom. Because they never take care of the holes in their lives. So they don't represent me well. They don't represent me well. They got issues and problems, and they don't take care of it, and so they float on. Y'all knew that was a song. Don't act like you don't. Float on. They keep on floating, and they keep on floating, and they keep on floating until they get saturated by the world, and then they float, and then they sink to the bottom. Because it had influence. Y'all better help me there. Then he said, some people are like tricks. Think for itself, tricks for kids. Huh? And so they never mature. They never develop. And so, everything is a game. They never desire the meat of my word to be able to represent me correctly because they know that tricks of a kid, and that's the way they act, just like kids. I just said an ambassador is an elder statement, and that person must be skilled and they must be fearless to represent God, to represent Christ, and God ain't looking for tricks for kids.
Come on.
They're acting like kids in the church. They're acting like kids outside of the church. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like me today. But I gotta tell the truth. And the more that they get influenced by the world, the more tricky they become and the more childish they become. Wake up. Listen to me. Maybe you ain't representing them like that. This is the closest I can get to puffed rice. They didn't have it in the store. He said, some of them are representing me like puffed rice. I had to get puffed wheat. He said, they start off good until they get influence of themselves and they get puffed up. Puffed up in pride. Puffed up in their intelligence. Puffed up in what they know, and I can't use them anymore, and they can't influence people in the world anymore because they too puffed up with themselves and they're not representing me correctly. He said, James, y'all ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. James, I'm looking for some people that are shredded wheat. about shredded wheat, people, God. He said, have you ever noticed you can pour the milk on shredded wheat and you can come back and it still got a crunch? He said that you can crumble it up and you can put the milk on it and it still got texture. He said that you can mash it up and it still got some body to it. So what he said is the outside forces, which is the milk, which represents the world, does not change the character of the shredded wheat. God is saying he's looking for Christians that won't be influenced, that won't be changed by the ways and the things of the world. No matter what you go through, no matter what your difficulties is, no matter what your problem, no matter how they push on you, you still trust Jesus. You still love him. Oh, I feel my Holy Ghost coming now. I feel the Spirit of God.